Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are well. Thank you for tuning in. Today, I wanted to ask you a question. What is your state that you're in? What's the state of being that you're in? What is it that you are? Now, I quite like words and the meaning of words. I believe that words has got meaning, and also the words that we speak has got an influence on us vibrationally. It is our voice box is what influences our being. Remember, in some of my previous videos, I've also said that our body, every cell in our body listens to what we are saying. So it's the thoughts that creates, it's we that interpret and articulate it, and that is what influences our being. So what state are you being in? So the question is, now if you don't, I like to use examples. So what state of being am I in currently? Am I at peace? Am I joyful? Am I excited? Am I worried? Am I confused? So what is your state of being that you're in now? Now, the state of being that we are in now is the thing that is really predicting and determining what happens next. So I've been listening to Bashar as well, and he said something really interesting, like a little mantra or like a permission slip that you can use. And that is this: circumstances don't matter. State of being matters. And what is really, really good about this, it just reminds us again that we need to know that circumstances that we are experiencing is already created. It is already done. Like this feeling that I'm feeling now, whether it is joy, whether it's peace, whether it's inspiration, it is already created now. It is already done. So circumstances is not going to change anything. It is your state of being. How are we going to respond to this situation that we're on is going to determine what the next step is going to be. Remember that every moment is a new opportunity to shift realities, to shift your attitude, to shift your beliefs, to, sort of explore a little bit more about what is going on inside of you. And this will influence your surroundings as well. It will influence how you experience things. It's really important for us to just take some time to actually just say, okay, well, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm experiencing right now. Why is that? Sometimes just to ask the question, what is that belief that is keeping me in that? So for instance, I've got a difficult decision to make. I want to know whether it's yes or no. Now, the current situation can be both. It can be our interpretation, whether it is positive or whether it is negative. It is our belief, our say-so that makes it yes or no, or correct or wrong, or positive or negative. So we get to decide, we get to assign meaning to whatever is going on. So this is what it is. Very important how we respond to the situation. So whenever you're in a situation, and which is the now moment. So the situation is the now moment, and how you're going to respond to it, whether with your speaking, your thinking, your acting, what are you going to do? How are you going to respond to the now? How are you going to respond to this situation? This circumstance is now manifesting. How are you going to respond to it? That response is what's going to give you your momentum to the next moment and the next thing. So think of it as electric system that is moving. So from the battery, the little wire is the conductor. It's what leads that power to the next item, which is the light bulb, for example. And so this is how we can think of our responses to the current situation. Our responses, whether we say, okay, this is bad or this is good. So whenever you look at a situation and you're like, okay, this just happened, how am I going to reframe this into what I want to experience? How am I going to reframe this? So just remember that how we frame it is based on what we believe is right or wrong, or we believe should be happening, or this is how it's always been happening. It's a great opportunity for us to actually it is a great opportunity for us just to re-examine again, what is it that I believe? What do I believe about this place? Do I believe this world and this reality is a menacing place? And how am I going to respond to that? Am I going to go and sit in front of the telly and just keep on listening to the negativity that's in the world? Am I going to go and Google, what does a symptom mean, or that a symptom? Or am I going to say, okay, well, this has now happened and I am safe at this moment. I am safe. All is well. Am I going to say, I have nothing to fear? This universe is a safe place? Am I going to say that, I don't have any control over what happens now? And the question that I want you to ask yourself is, okay, is that true? Who's thinking that? Is that really true? Is that based on previous experiences? Because remember, a lot of our beliefs that we have is based on our pre experiences, things that's happened in the past. And it's like, oh, this is like it's always been like this. It's always happened like this. So now you have an opportunity, and I want you to just use this video as a reminder. You have an opportunity. When you realize you're going down the same cycle again, you're going down the same path again of like, oh yeah, that's just how it is, and life is always happening to me, and everything. You have got a moment. You can just say, okay, stop. This is where Mel Robbins is really good with her 1, 2, 3, 4, and just stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. And then say, okay, is this helping me thinking like this? Is this helping me feel better by thinking like this? Is this helping the situation by thinking like this? And asking yourself, why is this belief coming up? Why am I feeling like that? Why do I feel triggered? Because at the end of the day, it's not the circumstances that is triggering you. It's your interpretation of the circumstances that is triggering you and leading you down the little path of old habitual thinking and responses. So you have got the choice. If I can do anything, and that is to encourage you guys to remember that you have the power. You can choose. This life is your life. You don't need to do as your ancestors has done in the past. Oh God, that reminds me again as well that just always remember that you are never alone in your journey, that there is a host of heaven that is supporting you, and your higher self is supporting you, whichever you believe in and however you want to frame it. At the end of the day, it's all the same thing. You are supported and you can make the change. So just as a mantra, like he said, as a mantra, if it helps you, just remember that these circumstances don't matter. It is matter that is already created. This situation is already created. So what do I want next to happen? What is the next thing that I would like to happen? Do I want to carry on down this road? Remember, when momentum is building up, like you can't just all of a sudden stop that momentum, but you can try and soften it. So slowly, slowly putting the brakes on that momentum. So when you catch yourself going down the same route of that which you don't want, so spiraling down, worry, anxiety, lack, fear, instead of spiraling down that road, stop yourself. Just say, okay, stop. What is it that I do want? What is the state that I would like to be in? I want to be a confident person. I want to be a joyful person. I want to be a happy person. I want to be delighted in life. I want to have joy and passion in my life. Okay, so now think, how does the person who's already having that, how does that person react? What do they do differently? And so even if you have to soothe yourself, because I am a big advocate of soothing yourself and just taking a moment to just love yourself. Remember, self-worth is everything. You need to remember that you are so worthy. And the fact that you exist means that you are important. Okay? So self-worth, I'm actually just making a note for myself because I want to remember to do a little video about the self-worth. And if you guys want to listen to it, that will be great. Later on, I'll link it. But I want you to realize that keep reminding yourself that this circumstances don't matter. The circumstances is finished. It's already created. It's an echo of your previous set of beliefs and thoughts that you've had. It's already done. So you can choose what is going to be next. Now, my state of being, this matters. This is what is going to create. Remember, you are a being that is alive. You are aware. You are consciousness. So this is where your creative power results. This is why you are a creator, because you are a being. You are a being. So you can say, how do I want to be in this moment? And then create from that and focusing only on that. So instead of focusing on what everybody else is telling you and what the reality is showing you, close your eyes and then think of a happy place where you are totally at peace with. Just stop for that moment. Take a deep breath, because remember, prana, our breath, is life. Without breathing, you won't be able to survive. We can still survive without food and water. For a little bit without water, but without air, you can't be alive, right? So breathe. Just remember to breathe. So whenever you feel overwhelmed and you can feel things are brewing and you're like, okay, what state am I in right now? And then just take a big, big belly breathe. From your belly, you breathe and you just imagine just breathing all that life back in. A good way to get yourself out of that anxiety state or anxious state is to actually also ground yourself. Now, grounding is a very nice option to do that. And basically just putting your feet on the ground, touching a tree, a plant, just touching nature, being in nature, grounding yourself, standing up or sitting down, and just breathe. And then just ask yourself, okay, what do I choose in this moment? What do I choose right now? And then focusing on that. And then just sort of let that just empower you. And also letting go of anything that you think is right or wrong, any outcomes that you think it should happen like this. Let go of that, and then just focus on how you want to feel. And I want you to just focus on that only. How do I want to feel in this moment? How do I want to feel right now? And then just focusing on that. So I hope, guys, this is really helpful. I hope that it will help to shift you out of the belief that life is happening to me. Instead, know that everything is working out for me and that I am a being, a living being. I am the creator, and that everything is well and everything is working out according to plan. And I am the creator. I'm the one who decides what happens. Right. Love you guys lots. Know that you are loved. Know that you are worthy. Know that you deserve good things. And know that you are a powerful, powerful creator. All is well. I love you guys. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.